what's up, Soul Fam? It's JoJo. Oh my gosh. I keep trying to leave my station to go do things, and Spirit's like, you're not done. And I'm like, what? So I'm working on new cards and I'm taking a little break. And Spirit's like, they need more support. And I'm like, okay. So we're here to drop the heavy. Spirit is dropping heavy support on the collective today because we have been moving through unusual times for humanity right now. There's so many systems breaking down, so many systems that are being challenged. The entire global collective is feeling like all kinds of shifts and energies in their economy, in their families, in their friend peer groups, how the world is operating. And we are getting ready to level up again. These are fast moving energies. Like I talk about going through these solar upgrades and light body activations and stuff all the time because you guys have to understand if for those of you that are on the healing journey, the hero's journey, the awakening journey, the soul's journey, it's all the same thing. Now, you're not the only one going through it. You're just going through it at a different stage, at a different point in the game, uh, based on what your soul mission is all about and whatever you're here to do, right? So we put out so many messages. The divine way showers that are putting out messages after messages, and they're different from one to the next. Like sometimes there's a cohesiveness about them, and sometimes they're just like kind of like, how could this person give this message and that message? And it's because we are divine channels where spirit is trying to hit the collective, all the different frequencies in the collective with as much energy and guidance as possible, right? So if my messages sound the same, it's because I'm on that frequency and there's a collective on that same frequency that needs to hear that word that's on that frequency, right? So when I get big pushes like today for the collective consciousness that needs support, I'm like, holy crap, is this going to be a busy day? Are you going to make us go on live? Like, what is going on? Spirit's just like, just give as many messages about love, nurture, and love for self as possible today. It's just while I'm doing the same for myself. Like, that's just the way it is. So, anyway, Spirit has really got your back right now. Your guides, your higher self, really have your back right now, trying to get you through a threshold of observation and tuning, okay? Like your whole life has been, a journey of effect. What outside effect has had effect on your innerverse, on you, the person, your soul, right? What have you been taking in? Social media, the media, your family, religious beliefs, we have been affected for so long. You get to a point in your awakening where you don't want that effect anymore. So what happens is you start to insulate yourself from outside effects, right? So that you're not absorbing what is not true for you, right? You're starting to recognize what your truth is. Now, everybody hits that point. From that point, then the game is on. The awakening journey starts to really ramp up depending on how quickly you want to dive into those spaces of recalibration, meaning offloading old programming, recognizing conditioning versus your truth, right? So everybody moves at their own pace and it's not a race. But when energies are coming in like this, the entire global collective is going to be given the opportunity to rise out of the darkness, to raise themselves out of the hellscape of the third density, right? And we are being guided to, man, this is so much. First, here, let's read this. Soften, right? We're being guided to soften. Soften what? Soften our reactions and hardened heart to the world around us and to one another, because that is conditioning, right? So we're being guided to soften that armor around our hearts for a reason, because we're powerful when we work with love. We're powerful when we work with compassion. when we start working in that softened heart space, not only do you prosper and flourish, but those around you also start to flourish. And this is the law of one. The law of one is getting everybody into that thinking state of live and let live, love and let love, right? And I'm not talking free love, hippie days, LSD stuff. We needed those guys to crack open the matrix, right? And get things moving in this weird, wonky wave after wave of change and growth and struggle and strife and learning and within the entire global and collective, okay? So, so softening your heart is going to allow your higher self to reach you and you to reach your higher self, because your higher self is pure love. Your higher self is connected to the divine source creator, and it's pure love and light. It's just light and love and information. Like, information superhighway is all the field. So when we channel information, mediums, they pass on loved ones, deities, gods, goddesses. You gotta understand that stuff is not the devil's work. That stuff is all in the ethers. Okay, it is a wireless network of universal consciousness, which means everything that's ever existed and everything is existing simultaneously all at once. Now, that's a tremendous amount of information, okay, that the universe, that our little minds cannot comprehend. The universe is collecting data from our experiences from one breath to the next with every living thing, everything that has life, energy, atoms, like muons, like these neutrinos. This is big, and our global collective is getting a real punch to the gut, so that they can pause and take a gasp of air and dig into the heart center and soften the hardness and feigned, like projected conditioning around the heart chakra, your Stargate heart. Okay, soften, keep softening, keep adjusting, change the plan daily if you need to. What next? Is everybody okay? I can love and understand my way through this. When you've been toughing it out, softening might be your breakthrough. Stop operating from that space of protection, deflection, projection, hardness, toughness, rigidness, manipulation, control. You understand? All of those are sub programs. All of those things are the effect that the world has had on your heart and your soul. And yes, I can't with this. There's like over 100 cards in here. Your heart is already open. It's just been conditioned. This is what Spirit is trying to get at. You don't need to do anything but deprogram all of that wounding, armor, etc., because your heart is a part of the divine source creator. It is your truth. And the divine source creator wants to move through you now, wants to work with you right now, co-create with you, but cannot reach you if you have all that armor on your heart. That frequency is too dense. Okay, you're not allowed to rise into greatness if you can't handle greatness. You can't rise into greater love if you can't hold greater love. Your hardened heart is keeping you from being able to hold greatness. And our fear constructs, part 2 is coming up. Damn. We'll start with there. Okay, love you guys. 9/11 on the timer.